This video is designed for the BTEC Sport Level 2 and will cover exercise adherence factors and strategies. Exercise adherence refers to being committed to your exercise. Unfortunately, sometimes there are potential barriers that can stop us from sticking to our exercise program. In order to continue with our exercise program, we need to overcome or remove any potential barriers. Potential barriers to adherence can include facilities, time, commitment and motivation, personal injury, emotional barriers, and cost. Do you have a large choice of different facilities such as swimming pools, fitness suites and dance studios where you live? Where you live there may be limited facilities for you to use, or maybe none at all. If the facilities were too far away, for example the tennis courts, would you be required to use a bus to access these courts? And what if there was no bus routes to that destination? Possible solutions to this barrier would be to consider using alternate transport. Could you get a lift with a friend? Or even healthier, could you ride your bike there? If the transport is not possible, could you exercise at home in your house or garden, or at your local park? In our increasingly busy lives, we find it difficult to allocate time for exercise. People often prioritise other aspects of their lives before exercise, such as school, homework and spending time with family. However, exercise is essential for our physical, mental and social health, and therefore we should ensure that we do at least the minimum required amount of exercise. To overcome this time barrier, people could consider doing the exercise in the morning before work or school, or during their lunch breaks. If you have a plan in the evening to meet a friend, why not plan to meet up to go to a fitness class instead? This way you are still seeing your friends. This is an example of how some people rearrange their schedules to ensure time for exercise. Using your local facilities such as a swimming pool usually requires you to pay. For example, £3 per session. If you went 3 times per week, that could cost you £36 per month. Joining a gym can also be expensive, with the average monthly subscription being £35. Thinking of joining a local football team? You should expect to pay a yearly membership, plus match fees. All of this sounds expensive. However, money should never need to be a barrier to exercise. If you plan your exercise program wisely, you can save lots of money. If you want to use local facilities, paying in advance or going at non-peak times can be a lot cheaper. Looking out for deals and perhaps think of how you could save money elsewhere, such as taking your own drink rather than buying one whilst you're there. If you wanted, you could even exercise for free by making the most of the free facilities around you or exercising at home. Our level of personal motivation and commitment will be the biggest influence on our ability to remain dedicated to our fitness training. To some people, fitness is a major part of their lives, and they are always motivated to find time and money to participate. However, others find it hard to motivate themselves to exercise and often make excuses to avoid training. To overcome this, it is vital to create smarter targets. Ensuring it is exciting will motivate you to attend, and by making it achievable, you've set yourself a target which is challenging yet realistic. Also, by recording information after each session, you can see the progress you're making, and hopefully this will motivate you to continue. Other strategies to overcome these barriers are to exercise with a friend, as this is generally more enjoyable, and you can also reward yourself. Elite athletes are rewarded when they achieve their goals through the presentation of medals and trophies. Therefore, you should reward yourself when you're doing well or achieved your goal. Perhaps reward yourself with some new sports clothing. This way you can look forward to wearing them at your next training session. Unfortunately, people do get injured, whether it's down to not suitably warming up before training or genuine accidents during practice. These injuries can make it hard or even impossible for people to exercise, and this obviously causes a barrier to their exercise adherence. To overcome this barrier, consider working on different parts of the body so that the injured area can recover. You may need to adapt your goals, perhaps lengthening the time constraint or changing the intensity of your training. Some people have hang-ups that stop them from exercising. For example, if someone was not confident to attend a fitness class or felt embarrassed to exercise in front of people. Another emotional barrier to exercise adherence is the strong dislike to a certain type of exercise, for example swimming or running. It is really difficult to motivate yourself to take part in something you dislike. The solutions to this is to create a training program that is individual to you and takes into account the type of training that you do like, or to incorporate training methods that mean you can train away from other people or at times when the gym is quieter. Additionally, using a supportive friend or a fitness coach can help you overcome these emotional barriers. There are 5 key strategies to help overcome barriers to adherence. These are setting smarter targets, doing enjoyable activities, understanding the benefits, support and reinforcement, and rewards. As discussed earlier, using smarter targets can really help focus you and motivate you to start and continue with your exercise program. Using specific targets can help focus you and remind you of what you want to achieve. Making it measurable and recorded allows you to see the progress that you're making and will hopefully inspire you to continue. Making it achievable and realistic will provide you with the challenges that will encourage you to keep training. The time limit will ensure you stick to your training session so that you can achieve your goal by the deadline. And most importantly, by making the target exciting, you will be motivated to exercise each time you think of why you were doing it. If you choose to do activities that you like, then you're more likely to continue with your training. Using only activities that you don't like will surely lead to a barrier. You may occasionally have to do activities that you don't like. For example, at the gym, there may be a machine that you dislike using. However, through thoughtful planning, you can hide the least pleasurable activities amongst the ones that you do like. Knowing about the benefits of a personal fitness training program helps your adherence because it provides you with the focus for your training session, and knowing what you'll be doing in each session makes it harder to excuse why it's not been done. Additionally, knowing the generic benefits of exercise, such as improved physical, mental and social benefits, may also motivate you to participate. Having support and reinforcement can help maintain your motivation. This can be in the form of an exercise friend, a family member, a fitness coach, or a personal trainer. This support will help you to continue and will reinforce all the hard work you've done so far and making you more likely to continue with your training program. As mentioned earlier, elite athletes are rewarded with trophies when they achieve their goals. Therefore, people can reward themselves for doing well and sticking to their training and achieving their goals. Some clubs even provide rewards to those who've attended the most or have made the most achievement. These prizes can be water bottles, t-shirts and vouchers. To reward yourself, be careful not to undo all your hard work by rewarding yourself with a large calorie-full treat. To summarise, the barriers to exercise adherence are access to facilities, motivation and commitment, financial costs, time, emotional barriers, and personal injury. Potential strategies to overcome these barriers are to set smarter targets, taking part in enjoyable activities, having support and reinforcement, rewarding yourself, and knowing the benefits of the training of your program.